On MX24 TV and especially on the AM Club, you're all welcome. It's Wednesday, the second day of 2022. And this morning show on TV coming from our Silicon Square studio in East Lagos.
For the next 2 hours, we're going to be keeping you entertained, inspired, and of course informed. And this is the AM Club, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content.
I feel like former President Ron is
I know, right? He used to love wearing that. Or you're focusing too much on work and not spending enough time investing in your personal life.
I think I'm guilty of the latter. I'm too much of work and less on my personal life.
Yeah, so you need to find that perfect balance. Absolutely.
I want to even have a social life.
Hey!
Please, who's going to take me out? Take me out, I beg you. I need it. Anyways, and today being Wednesday, as you can rightly see, a hashtag today is Fashion Wednesday, and we are taking you all the way up north. We're celebrating our brothers and sisters up the north, and we are celebrating smokes, as people will call it, butter curry. Exactly. I really love this.
I love it.
Yours is a smoke fabric as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's very thick and very strong.
Very thick, very. I mean, if you wear this outside, you'll be hot. You definitely be hot. But anyways, guys, so after that, on the plot today, we're going to have an amazing conversation. You do want to stay tuned for that, and it's going to be a surprise, so do make sure that you stay tuned. Yes,
ma'am. And guys, remember our goodness moment is still on. Goodness moment, where we are celebrating amazing people out there. So guys, if you know someone, an individual or a group of people who are doing so well for themselves, please reach out to us and let's throw the spotlight on them, okay? Absolutely. So you can reach us on our WhatsApp line 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Or also, if you are the social media type and you would like to reach us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, the hashtag is the AM Club and the handle is MX24GH. Also, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube at MX24GH.
Absolutely, and it's now time for hashtag my daily dose of Vim. Send us what inspires you, what motivates you, what is keeping you motivated throughout the whole week, and just let us know. It's a brand new month, so send in your daily dose of Vim to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511, and I'll make sure to read it right before Coffee Daily.
Meanwhile, our daily dose of Vim song is coming, like we said, all the way from the north, and the northern's finest, Wiyala. She calls it Wayaya, also known as We Are Going. Enjoy this. We'll be back.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will get there. We are going. Heaven knows where we are going. But we know we will get there. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. It will be hard, we know. That the road will be muddy and rough, but we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will get there. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ti-boom, ti-boom, boom, boom. It will be hard, we know. That the road will be muddy and rough, but we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Riala with Woyaya. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content. And like I mentioned in our intro this morning, today we are doing everything northern. Actually, this whole week we are going to represent the northern part of Ghana. And yesterday, if you followed the show, we spoke about the perfect places to travel to when you're visiting the northern part of the country. So today we are doing everything fashion, northern style, as you can see, myself and Godwin. But we're going to be keeping you throughout the whole show. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be keeping you entertained, inspired, and of course informed. It's now time for me to read your daily dose of him. Hashtag my daily dose of him. So let me read what you've been saying and how you've been keeping yourself motivated since yesterday. So this person says, and is AKQ Primes, he said nothing comes easy in life because the E in life comes last. Nothing comes easy in life because the E in life comes last, meaning that I guess you have to wait and be patient, and eventually whatever you're seeking for, you'd receive it. I guess that's how I'm understanding everything, but let me know. Okay. This person said, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. My daily dose of him for today is keep working harder and harder. I kept learning and I'm here now. And I've achieved my BECE results. Well, congratulations. I can't stop looking at my results. And this is from Kiki from Obuasi. Well, Kiki from Obuasi, congratulations and well done. I am proud of you. I haven't seen the results yet, but I'm proud of you. And this person said, whoa, guys, you both are looking so good. Oh my God. My name is Habiba from Accra. My daily dose of Vim today is look out for the people who look out for you. Loyalty is everything, and you're absolutely right. This person also said, Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And what inspires me this morning is a wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Love you guys. Edma and Godwin. This is from Emmanuel Dante from Alquitia. I like your outfit. Well, thank you very much. I like it too. Last one before I move on to Coffee Daily with Godwin. Hashtag the AM Club. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Edma and Godwin. My daily dose of Vim is don't be lazy because success requires sacrifices. I'm Ishmael, watching you live from Lome. MX24, we are one family, and we are indeed. Guys, thank you very much for sending in your daily dose of Vim. Continue to do that, and again, continue to send all your reactions and opinions to the stories that we're about to cover right here for Coffee Daily and throughout the whole show as well. But it's now time for Coffee Daily, where we recap the biggest trending stories in the last 24 hours. But before we get into that, let me remind you that we are in March, and MX24 TV will bring you, or is bringing you, a month filled with Ghanaian tradition, food, music, dance, and more of our culture, because we need to appreciate our culture. So we bring you Ghana Month right here on MX24 TV, online and on your TV. Discover thriving entrepreneurial Ghanaian businesses on the spotlight with Nyong Fallon. Make a date on Newsnight for insightful discussions on our historians. And of course, watch the AM Club daily, okay, Monday to Friday, to catch all the exciting Ghanaian recipes, fashion and travel destinations, and more. Not forgetting the Ghanaian conversation on the Dish show from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday to Thursday. And of course, we're going to crown it all up with our Independence Fair happening on the 26th to 27th of March. So buckle up, guys, because we are about to go for a fun ride, okay? So Ghana Month, experience Ghana on MX24 TV. It's now time for Coffee Daily. Godwin, what do you have for us?
Yes, let's start off with an exciting news that came in yesterday. And the first batch of Ghanaian nationals who have been evacuated amid the unrest in Ukraine has touched down at the Kotoka International Airport. Now, according to the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Kweku Amprechum Sapon, Ghana is the first country to have successfully evacuated some citizens. Also, Foreign Affairs Minister Shelley Ayako-Botwe, in a meeting with relatives of Ghanaian nationals in Ukraine, urged Ghanaian nationals in Ukraine to take advantage of this evacuation exercise to return to Ghana. The minister also indicated that about 527 Ghanaian nationals had crossed the Ukrainian border to various European countries. But Edma, I was listening to the news this morning, and I heard that some
Ghanaians
don't want to come back. They don't want to come back. And
but you know, one of the things that worried me as well are the students. The majority of the students who actually are coming back are medical students. Some of them are literally at their final year of studying for 5 to 6 years, and they have to come back home because of whatever conflict is happening between Ukraine and Russia. So now their parents are wondering, okay, how can they finish and complete their studies? You know, because some of them actually, I think one of them had only 1 semester to go, and it's like, I've been studying medicine for like 6 years. I have 1 more semester to go, and this is happening.
And
so
you can't practice.
Yes, so the parents are pleading with the government to find a way for their children to complete their studies, and if they have to go back or if they have to do online classes or whatnot, then for them to do that.
It makes sense.
But it's the ones that don't want to come back for me.
I mean,
come back home, come back home.
Do you know if you put a plane, you'll be surprised that if you put a plane here today and you say you're carrying people to Ukraine, they'll go.
Of course.
They'll go.
Of course.
They'll leave Ghana and go to Ukraine with everything happening there.
Absolutely. I agree. But still on some traveling news, some Ghanaian passengers and dual nationals have successfully arrived in the country using the Ghana card as e-passport. The Ghana Immigration Service announced yesterday that a valid Ghana card will now be accepted for nationals and dual nationals returning to the country. Passengers will go through due processes at the Kotoka International Airport to verify their cards through the National Identity Register, which is great news. It's great news.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like that. I like the fact that, you know, we have other ways of now coming back home. And, you know, even if you don't have your passport or there's something wrong with your passport or your passport has gone missing, you have an alternative, you know, to travel back home, which I love. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's move on to other stories, shall we now? The Supreme Court will on May 4, 2022 give judgment on the case challenging the payment of monthly allowance to spouses of the President and the Vice President. If you recall, there was a public debate on whether to give wives of the President and Vice President allowances during their tenure of their husbands in office. Subsequently, 2 members of Parliament, Roxanne Nelson Dafiamakbo, Dr. Clement Park, and a private citizen, Frederick Nikome, took the matter to the Supreme Court for pronouncement. And we hope to see the outcome of that case.
Absolutely, yes. And let's move on to other stories. President Akufo-Addo has declared June 10 as the day to mark this year's Green Ghana Day. The president made the declaration at the Accra International Conference Center yesterday when he launched the 2022 edition of the Green Ghana Day. The Green Ghana Day started last year by the government under the auspices of the Ministry of Land and Natural Resources to drive Ghana's afforestation and reforestation agenda. So President Akufo-Addo noted that forest reserves form part of the most important natural resources of the country and is a key in the fight against climate change. He also noted that the forest sector generated almost 1 billion Ghana cedis from export last year. So I like the last bit. I mean, there's a huge debate about deforestation. You know, people obviously use it for many things. I mean, wood is used for so many things, including tissues, paper, and all of that, cars, furnitures. And we have a large quantity of timber. That's one of the type of wood that we have, and we export it a lot, which we make a lot of money from. But then one will also argue that we also need to fight climate change. So you cutting down trees to make a profit and then replanting trees, what exactly are you doing? I know that you're trying to make amends for cutting down the trees by replanting again. But shouldn't we just leave it as it is?
No, I mean, especially at the time when we were calling for a drastic shift from plastic and rubber to, you know, more paper-related products. I think we need it. We need it to save climate change again. We need to use more paper or recyclable materials than, you know, rubber and plastic. So we need it. So the replanting of trees is very important.
It's very important.
I think once you cut down one tree, you should plant like 10.
Yeah. Absolutely,
honestly,
absolutely.
If we cut one down, or at least we should plant like 5. Yeah, it will help. I mean,
but you know, this initiative started last year, and people are now asking, okay, so the trees that we planted last year, can we have updates on them? Are they growing? Yeah. Okay. Is there any fault when it comes to maybe the quality of wood that is coming out of the soil, or, you know, can we have a bit of updates? Have some died? Or, you know, all of that. So I think they should keep
It's a good call.
Yeah.
It's a good call. We'd like to know. I think it will help.
That as well.
Honestly. And we as citizens should also inculcate the behavior of planting trees if you can. Absolutely. In your house or by your house or something, you know, it really will help. Climate change is serious. The weather is so hot now.
It's so funny because, you know, Africans in general, we are the continent that basically uses the smallest amount of CO2 emission. We generate the smallest amount of CO2 emission, but we are affected by it the most. Because of us being third world countries. You know, I mean, it's the truth, but it's sad to say. So the big countries who are using a lot of, you know, crude oil, generating a lot of CO2 emissions, they are not facing the consequences because they have the technologies and the larger economy to put in place to basically make sure that they cushion whatever is happening, and we are the ones suffering from it. Well. But anyways, let's move on to some worrying stories. And the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Ghana COPEC, has predicted that fuel will sell at 9 Ghana cedi per litre by close of March this year. According to COPEC, the unprecedented hike in the prices of fuel is partially due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which is affecting international market prices. His comment comes after an increase in fuel prices at some pumps from 7.99 Ghana cedi to 8.29 Ghana cedi. And you know, when this whole thing happened, when Russia started its invasion on Ukraine last weekend, oil prices reached triple digits, which it hasn't happened since 2014. I tweeted this and I was like, do you know what? what's the government doing to, you know, mitigate or cushion the effects that it's going to have on us? And I even said that we might not even see the effects yet, maybe in a few weeks, but it came sooner than I even expected, literally after a few days. And a lot of people came at me like, what can the government do? What can the government do? You know, as an individual, how we have an emergency account, we have a savings account, and we have a normal account. The emergency account is there not for us hoping that something bad will happen, but it's just there just in case something happens, you know. And my point is the global market is so fragile. Something as small as a tweet can change the dynamics of the global market. So as a country, you knowing this, why don't you have an emergency fund aside to help your citizens fight anything that will happen on the global market that you know for a fact that will affect your economy?
I mean, I know there is. Actually, we actually have. Yeah, we
yes,
do.
okay,
But
there is, but
the thing is that,
what's the
you know,
but?
again, you know, the government has come out to say that COVID-19 has really impacted us, and we've dipped our hands into our, you know, and used a lot. That's why they're calling for the e-levy. They're saying that, listen, we don't have money.
And that's
if we want
why
to push in the economy
they need
further,
to also put together a committee to find out what all the funds that was given to us, all the grants, the millions of dollars that were given to us to fight COVID-19, they also need to investigate that. What did we use the money for?
Yes, please. We would like to know. Nose mask and vaccines, because the vaccines were free. Anyway, the Ministry of Youth and, AM Club. The Ministry of Youth and Sports has issued a directive to the National Sports Authority and the GFA to ensure that only fans who are fully vaccinated are admitted into the various stadia on match days. Guys, at this point, it will be recalled that in October 2021, GFA President Kurt Okweku announced a no vaccination, no entry policy for fans ahead of the 2021-2022 league season. The latest directive comes after the Director General of the National Sports Authority last week revealed that clubs can now admit supporters to the full capacity of their respective grounds. I mean, Mr. Okweku, okay, I reserve my comments.
Oh, me, I would say, you know, the thing is that the concerts that we were doing at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Why are we so hypocritical?
Exactly.
Why are we like this?
And it's like, you know what? Anybody can come.
And watch things happen this December because people were making profits. And then now that people can freely go and enjoy their matches, you're coming to tell us that, what kind of political correctness is that? What is that? Anyways, teenager Josh Coburn was the hero as Middlesbrough produced another FA Cup upset by knocking out Tottenham with a 1-0 extra time victory in the 5th round. Borough dumped Manchester United out on penalties at Old Trafford in the 4th round and followed it up in style to beat Spurs with 19-year-old Coburn's 117th minute or 107th minute strike settling the tie. An excited Coburn on your screens. But moving away from football to my favorite sports, boxing, Britain's heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury says he will retire after the defense of his WBC title against Dillian White in April. The unbeaten 33-year-old is a two-time world champion, winning 31 of 32 professional fights. He drew with American Deontay Wilder in the first of their 3 fights before winning the second and third bouts. Speaking after his news conference to promote his upcoming bout, Fury said, "I'm a two-time undisputed world champion. I have £150 million in the bank and nothing to prove to anybody." Tell them, man. Tell them. Anyways, Edma, what's happening in tech?
Okay, so guess what, guys? Google has disabled live traffic data from being displayed on its map apps in Ukraine. The app displays the information by collecting anonymous data from Android smartphones, which shows how busy roads and different places are. But it has now been switched off in the region temporarily. According to Google, it took the action in consultation with the regional authorities for the safety of local communities in Ukraine. Although traffic data has been disabled, no more map navigation features are still functioning properly in the area. Meanwhile, Google, just like YouTube, will no longer allow Russian state media outlets to run ads. And I agree. I think it's a fair play.
Russia is facing it.
They are facing sanctions left, right, center, up, down. Like, they are really getting it. From banks to media to sports.
I mean, they're fighting back. They're trying to fight back by withholding some. Apparently, they don't want you to sell facilities in Russia. Like for these companies, they have a bank and you want to sell your building, they won't let you sell it. Because
which all of that is going to affect the global economy again.
Russia knows it's going to affect all of us, so they...
But it's affecting them as well. I mean, listen, let's look at it that way. Russia is the second largest oil producer. First in natural resources to Europe. So with that being said, they know exactly that even if they cut ties with Europe, they have enough money, or they've made enough money to cushion them or to help them survive for a period of time. But then again, in the long run, it's not the right way to go about it.
Absolutely
it's really going to affect them. And
anyways,
it's not just affecting the government, by the way, it's affecting people in sports. Now, national teams for Belarus and Russia cannot play. Athletes cannot participate in the Olympics. Banks, Russian banks are being closed down.
It will reach everybody, my dear.
So it's the individuals who are being infected by this whole thing, who have nothing to do with it, that I'm worried about. But anyways.
Well, guys, catch up with all the breaking news stories, sports and business insight only on MX24.
It's a laugh for me. Why did you laugh like that?
My boss will kill me. MX25 again. MX24online.com. Oh, goodness.
But anyways, guys, let's deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz, and Godwin is standing by. Stay with us.
Aquaba. Today I'm Ghanaian, guys. So, hey, done with Wagwan today. Today I'm not say Wagwan. Guys, welcome to MX Breaks Inside the AM Club, where I will bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana. And of course, across the globe, guys. Wagwan, hey, my fellow African.
Look, doing it for me. I love it. It suits you, you know.
Yeah, I really like these things. I bought one.
You know, in the near future, when Godwin, you know, starts his humanitarian activities in Ghana, he should be given some, you know, chieftaincy title, like
I like the sound of that.
How do you call it?
And they like they'll bestow some.
Yeah.
Like
knights. Like what do you call it?
Yeah, they like to knight you, you know. Yeah. in
I think
Ghana.
you
That would be
should.
love
It
that.
will suit you.
I'd love that. What do you mean?
Hey.
the girl them show.
That's
That's why we're going to night you.
No, we are going to get them
the promoter, the
The
girl.
Garden TZ, yes.
What do you mean?
So it's a Garden TZ.
Anyways, well going, brother.
I'm cool. I'm here. I'll go give you the stories. My name is KevYB, guys. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin? Now, Fireboy DML has officially been named by the music legend Madonna as the artist that would be featured on the remix of her classic track, Frozen. Pictures of the two acts had initially surfaced online, and although most knew that it was the set for the Frozen remix, it was uncertain if Fireboy had featured on the song itself. Now, the music legend then took to her Instagram platform to officially confirm that Peru Crooner would be featured on the song and in the video as well. Now, Madonna also announced the official date of the release as Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Wait, what?
When?
It's odd. It's so odd.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
What?
Madonna and Fireboy. Hey, that's
Yo.
that's different.
huge.
That's different.
That is
No.
huge.
Or rather, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is amazing. I'm actually so proud.
Yeah,
I'm so proud. I'm loving the impact that African artists are making in the West.
Hey,
I
this
know
Madonna.
I think she's being modest with not wanting to say Nigerian, but Charlie,
this Madonna.
these Nigerian cats are crazy.
Didn't we read yesterday that Miss V did something for
the Grammys.
For the Grammys.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
Africa, it's not
Exactly.
Nigeria.
Say.
It's an African thing, it's okay.
She got you there.
I know. Wow,
That's amazing. Anyways,
great stuff.
Fireboy, what do we say?
Big up yourself. Yeah, know the thing.
Why are they? Let's speak a local language.
Okay, how do you say big up yourself? Why are you?
How you say big up yourself?
Twasso.
What is big up yourself? Like,
Big up yourself is like,
It's like
it's hard to explain. It's like,
yeah, it's not just when you
it's like-
understand it, but
it's almost like congratulations.
yeah,
Like,
like continue doing the
yeah,
work.
continue doing what you're doing. Yeah.
so tree is what? Mo. Right?
No, the more is
It's so simple, eh?
It doesn't sound as complicated.
You know,
Exactly,
as big up
exactly.
yourself.
Big up yourself.
Yeah,
Big up
man,
yourself.
it's okay.
Alright, guys. American ace rapper Wiz Khalifa has announced that a song with Nigerian Afrobeat star Wizkid will be dropping soon. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Taken to his Instagram page today, February 28th. Taken to his Instagram page on February 28th, the rapper revealed that he has a song with the Grammy-nominated Wizkid, giving a hint that the title is called Multiverse. Now, Wiz Khalifa wrote Wiz Khalifa and Wizkid on the way. Tell everybody. Hey, you can't wait to hear. Hey, you can't.
I'm going home.
It's
Charlie.
a
Hey,
win
Charlie.
for me.
I'm going home. It's okay.
It's
Listen,
expanding.
Yeah,
It's
I saw
expanding.
that.
It's
I saw
expanding.
that.
Still, mostly African artists are not mostly Nigerian.
Yeah. So I remember I saw Wizkid tweeting something about
What?
it's not for every. I don't know. He said in a way that it's like, oh, it's not for everybody, or it's a secret, or something like that. But then I don't know. He was just playing. It's like some type of wordplay, and I was like, ooh, what's happening here?
Hey.
And I saw that he has a feature. I mean, he has a song coming out with Wiz Khalifa. So the
must do
two
it.
Wizzes are coming out with a Weasley song.
Yeah. That's my type
No,
of
this
joke.
is really exciting. Honestly,
It is.
It really is exciting to see these things,
Yeah.
like to
What
hear
a time
these
to be
stories.
alive.
What a
I
time.
mean,
It's the
look
best
at that
time to be
collaboration
alive.
between Africa and the West.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's
Hopefully,
Ghanaians.
the West don't do what they did to Africa a long time ago.
Colonizers.
They
They
can't.
don't, you know.
It's not the West that did it. It was this. It's the people above, the Europeans that did it. It wasn't the West.
They are
They
all-
created the West.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, Simon Leviev, I hope, also known as the Tinder swindler, is being sued by the diamond-rich family he claimed to be a part of, as he allegedly milked millions from young women he met on the dating app. The website for the Leviev family's lawyer, Guy Ophir, confirmed the suit had been filed. A portion of the lawsuit quoted on his firm's website said of Simon Leviev, "He is a crook and deceiver who changed his name for criminal purposes, while identifying that he is a member of the Leviev family and taking the reputation of the complainants." No rep from the camp of Simon Leviev has commented on the issue. I've been seeing this over and over and over, the Tinder swindler. And apparently
And you
he's
know
watching
how
some
he's like
kind of
he's like
documentary.
demanding like $20,000 for to make like club appearances and stuff like that for people to see him. It's like you're pushing it, like you're pushing.
No, the
you're
guy has no
pushing it.
shame.
Has no shame.
Like, you know, when you watch
No shame.
Have you seen it?
No shame.
But after watching it, let me give you a spoiler. After watching it,
Yeah.
you will be very pissed.
Yeah, you'd be
Oh, really?
upset, yeah.
That nothing happened to the guy, and that he's living his life. And I mean, I understand because he didn't commit any criminal.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't commit any crime because it was basically love. He said, if you love me, give me this money. You know,
It was
and
on the
then-
false pretense, though.
yeah, but it's not strictly illegal. I don't know how to say it, but like, you know,
technically.
if I come and I tell you that,
No, but that's
I
in that
am-
identity.
I'm Kufuor's son, and you believe me, and you give me money, and I go and
God
chill with
forbid.
other girls. What do you mean, God forbid?
But isn't that identity?
And you go and I go and chill with other girls, you know, you want me arrested for what? You
Yeah,
know, but I'm
because
so
you
happy.
deceived me.
No, but I'm so happy that the actual owners
Ladies,
of
do
the
better.
name-
Don't let love blind you, ladies.
No, it's not love that is blinding them. You know.
So what is it?
Edma,
It's
money
the
that
state-
is
it's
blinding
the
them.
status,
The man
yeah.
put up that he's a
Yeah.
diamond owner,
Yeah,
and they don't
yeah.
see anything else. They're
I
not trying
don't
to
know.
love.
I don't entirely agree.
Eh?
Not everybody will every girl fall
Charlie.
in love with a diamond owner. A diamond owner.
The ones who fall in love with him are the ones who were tricked. You understand what I'm saying? The ones who went for him were the ones who were tricked. So
I guess.
It's
the ones who wouldn't go for that, they didn't. You understand?
Well,
Yeah.
But
it's
I
still
mean, every
a
single
question
person.
on my mind. It's still not a place to find
You're a
love.
rich person, and you're not coming to tell me that they are after you. So I should
No, but
give,
it's possible.
I should give you money.
It's possible. You see, and the beautiful
Go
thing
to your
is that-
family, but yeah.
No, but you see, no. You see, come on. In your own let's say your own relationship, if you've not shown, but you're a good guy and you've shown this to your woman at your down moment, you expect her to be there for you.
I think there's
You know, so
a
he's
limit
been
as to
smart.
the amount of money I
But the
will
guy
give
is
you.
flying you around the world. Like, it's not like he didn't prove to you. It's not everybody.
Oh,
who can-
you had money and he was flying people.
Yes, he was.
Oh, wait, Charlie.
Because
private
he
jets,
takes money
different
from
countries.
girl A
Yes, but
and
you don't
spends it
know
on
that. But the women don't know that. So he's flying you
reinvesting.
around. You think
Isn't
you're in
that what the
love.
bad
This guy
does?
loves you, and then he says, "Oh, I'm going through some stuff."
Oh,
you want
sort
to be
yourself
there.
out, please.
Hey, Edma, that's what the
Me, I was
bank
just
does,
there
eh?
for the enjoyment.
But I don't know how the women were borrowing
That's exactly.
money.
But is
to
it
support
Godwin?
him. Yeah.
That's exactly what the bank does. It takes your money and it puts it into something else until you feel as if it's time for your money. They pull
Then
it
they
back.
give it
and
back.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't done
It's
anything
the same thing.
really, really
Yeah.
illegal.
Edma don't like my
He
logic.
just beat the system. He was just smart. He beat the system. But I mean, women should be also very, very careful.
Ladies, don't give
Yeah,
men money.
they should.
There's still no place to find love, anyways.
Anyway, guys, you don't know today's Ghana month. It's Ghana month still, so we're celebrating Ghana. So I don't have a patois word today. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
we
so-
have a Ghanaian word or a Chi
Nothing.
word.
Well,
Hey, Edma, I thought
Well,
I
I
was
don't
here
know
when I
nothing
came in.
word.
You said
That's
something
why.
today. I don't know if you heard it. The good morning. Good morning. So teach him how to
Mache.
say good morning in Dagumba.
Mache.
But you've forgotten what you said. So we were taught, let me admit, that good morning in Dagomba is Dasiba.
Dasiba.
I was going to say Dagbani. What's
Dagomba.
Dagumba.
listen?
Dagomba. You're confusing me.
Me too.
Which one is the language? The people are... No. The people are Dagombas and then the language is
Dagbani.
Dagbani. Yeah.
Dagbani.
Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
the language is Dagbani and the people are Dagombas. How is it Dagomba? Anyways, so it's Dasiba.
Dasiba.
Dasiba
So
means
hello,
good morning.
Good morning.
That's
Yeah.
Dasiba.
And they respond by saying nah.
Nah.
Not nah.
Dasiba, nah. It's okay.
Nah. Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Anyway, guys, as in for MXPX Lifestyle and Entertainment, guys, my name is Kevoy B. Likuvor, big up yourself.
Self.
Godma, it's your time.
Thank you so much, Kavoy, for that. And coming up next is our conversation that will be centered on balancing work and your personal life.
I need this so much.
Me
In the
too.
meantime, enjoy another masterpiece from North Wiala Yaga Yaga.
Walla mola, tinnon jariye. Walla mola, timbanon tariye. Iya walla mola, tinnon jariye. Walla mola, timbanon tariye.
If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
Guys, welcome back to your number one morning show in the capital. This is the AM Club. We're on MX24 TV live from our Silicon Square studios in East Legon, Accra. This March, let me remind you that MX24 TV brings you a month filled with Ghanaian tradition, food, music, dance, and more of our culture. As you can see, we bring you GH Month online and on TV. Discover thriving entrepreneurial Ghanaian businesses on Spotlight with Noang Falong. Make a date on a news night for insightful discussions with our historians. Watch the AM Club daily to catch all the mouth-watering Ghanaian recipes on Foodie Fridays, regional fashion every Wednesday, and enjoy real-time Ghanaian conversations on the dish. Then we'll crown it all off with our Independence Fair happening from the 26th to 27th of March here at the Silicon Square. Buckle up for a fun ride as we go hard for GH this month of March with 100% local music and movie content all month long. Experience Ghana on MX24 TV. Guys, time is fast spent now. We're jumping straight up to Lifestyle Daily. Today's conversation is about how to achieve a work-life balance. Most often, work tends to supersede everything else in our lives. Our desire to succeed professionally can push us to set aside our own well-being and other important social things in our lives. But times are hectic and we are more engaged, and achieving a perfect work-life balance seems like a far-fetched dream, and even though it seems challenging, it is very essential. So today's conversation will help you to prioritize both your work and your well-being, and Edma is on standby with our guest. Edma.
Thank you very much, Godwin, for that. But before we get into the conversation, remember you are a major part of the show, so please do send your questions, your thoughts about the conversation that we're about to have on our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511, or you can just tweet at us at MX24GH with the hashtag #TheAM Club. So joining me for this conversation, we have Eko Mensah, who is a life coach, and he's going to help us understand or get a better scope on how to have a clear balance between our work life and our personal life. Eko, welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And by the I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Great. You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I was expecting you to give me the compliment back.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I know he has already complimented me, but I wanted him to do it on air.
You look fantastic. You look fantastic.
Thank you very much. So today we're going to talk about how to have a perfect balance between your personal life and your working life. And we're having a conversation before we went on air with Godwin, and I mentioned to him that we tend to either have too much or invest too much time in our work life and forget our personal life, or invest too much time in our personal life and forget about our work life. So now we just want to understand the thin line between the two and how we can coexist the two in our lives and make sure that we have a perfect balance. Yes, so that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Great. Okay, so my first question for you today is, how do we have a work balance? What does it mean to have a working balance or a working life or work life?
All right, thank you very much. So personally, I have an issue with this term work-life balance, mainly because work is a subsect of life.
Okay.
Your life is the entirety of your investment with your time
Absolutely.
on earth.
Yes.
And work actually takes a greater part of your life. And I believe that the people that coined this phrase probably were not happy at work. So then they had to create a whole essence outside work to give them some sort of balance. And I like the words you've been using, balance, investment, and all those things. And personally, when we talk about work-life balance, we're looking at, okay, your time away from what you do for a living.
Yeah.
And that time invested in other things, including people and your future. And how all that comes together to give you a balanced life. All right? And when you look at that, I always start with your work.
Yeah.
Because if you spend more than half of your life at work, if you're not happy at work, it definitely affects anything else.
Oh, absolutely.
And as you know, a lot of us are not happy at work. We are just merely surviving.
Yeah.
You know, so every time we come to work, we are in a hurry to leave and then go and do whatever we think that's the essence of our lives. But let's start with your work. Whatever your hands finds to do, make sure you're doing it in a way that gives you some sort of fulfillment. The people you are with at work, if you're able to build some cordiality, there's a culture at work that encourages, you know, you people being friendly, you people exchanging everything else beyond what you're supposed to do professionally. It gives you some sort of fulfillment and you look forward to coming to work.
Yeah.
And because of that, when you go home, whatever joys you have at work obviously affects whoever is at home waiting for you. In fact, I mean, by research, there are two things that really are important to man, woman, humans. And that is work, the things that bring you whatever you need in life, and then love. You know, the people that make you feel that you're important to them. So then basically when we talk about work-life balance, we're looking at, okay, how do we balance or how do we like synchronize our work, which is a professional life, and then our love life, which is the people that matter to us most. And that's what I'm hoping that at the end of the conversation we'll be able to figure out.
Okay.
Exactly.
But you mentioned something about, you know, investing or spending a large amount of time in our workspace. And you also mentioned how some people tend to not like where they are, but due to circumstances of life, they have to work to make an income. I like to say that people who truly enjoy what they do and they do it passionately are very lucky in life, because a large majority of people, not even just here in Ghana or in Africa, but across the world, they do work, or they work because they have to make an income, they have to look after themselves, they have to supply and buy things, and they need an income basically, and not necessarily because they have a passion for it. But now, with that being said, it means that if I'm at a workplace and I spend a lot of time, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and I don't have that balance to enjoy it, how do I then make sure that I enjoy it, I find some type of purpose in it, to have that balance, or to now not be categorized as one of those people who don't like what they do, so they have a phrase for it, which is work life.
Okay, so first of all, we cannot, there is nothing like balance, okay, because really statistically you will spend more time at work, because 8 to 5, and that's actually the minimum, okay, that you can invest in any kind of work. When you're done with work, with all the traffic we have, you get home around 7, 8. I mean, you spend barely like an hour or two with whoever you are with, your family, your kids, your parents, whatever. And after that, you're back to sleep. Weekends, weddings, funerals, and everything in between. Sundays, you go to church, mosque, wherever, you come back. And then your week is as much done as you know. So let's not talk about balance, because balance says that, okay, you have to have an equal amount of time for life beyond work as you have at work.
Which cannot be
Which
achieved
is not
as an adult.
possible. So let's look at what Jeff Bezos refers as work-life harmony. All right? How do you spend that required amount of time at work, but also make time to invest in people that are important to you? I mean, the essence of work is to be able to accumulate things that would give you the opportunity to provide for people that matter to you. All right? And beyond that, you also have to find some level of fulfillment for which it overflows to other people. You cannot give what you don't have. All right? So when we're looking at work-life balance, we always have to look at the person and how they feel inside, because that always reflects outside. All right, so if you're looking at, okay, how much time can I invest in this? How much time can I invest in this person? How much time can I work? It's all even adding to your stress.
Yeah.
And at the end, you're not able to find that, you know, harmony inside you that enables you to be that kind of pleasant person out there, that enables you to enjoy your social circles, your family life, your work life, and time with your kids. So start with yourself.
Okay.
What gives you purpose? What gives you fulfillment? What gives you harmony? What gives you that joy that now emanates from you to other people? I mean, if you want to like take a walk during work,
Yeah.
what stops you from doing it? Your boss? No, it's because you have not gotten the results that is expected. Work is about results. So if you know exactly what is expected of you, especially if you're working anywhere, and you know that, because the best successful career is the one that you focus on pleasing your boss. When the boss requires specific things of you and you do it, I don't see why you can't do any other thing. Because it is when your results have not been gotten that anything you ask for is a nuisance. So first of all, look at what is expected of you at work. Figure out how you can invest time to learn the skills, the knowledge, the capacity to be able to do it quickly, so that when you need time to do anything, you can actually do it. Why can't you go to the beach on Wednesday? Because the norm says that you have to be at work on Wednesday. No, the norm says that you have to achieve certain results before the end of Wednesday. What is it? How do I get it done? So that if I need time outside work, it doesn't have to be a weekend. It doesn't have to be. It could be any day. And that's why we really admire people that can sit at the beach on Tuesday. Because we wonder, okay, so don't you work?
But don't you think that maybe those ones are maybe entrepreneurs, so they have their own businesses, so it's easier for them to balance or have a harmony between their working life and their personal life?
Before COVID, did you ever think that we could work from home?
I mean...
Even bankers work from home.
Yeah.
I mean, we never thought that such a sensitive industry can actually work from home. But we made it possible because it was a necessity. All right? Everything around us, even at work, is something that we have carved for ourselves. Either something we've inherited as part of the norm, or something that we have gotten used to because it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
When Zappos came, it's a company in the US that used to sell shoes, and it was bought off. They used to be able to bring family, kids, and everything to the workplace. So then they didn't have a need to now finish work and then go and pursue what they term as life. It's really just the norm. And if we really value work-life balance, we should be able to adjust our schedules in such a way that when we know what is expected of us at work, and we're able to achieve that, we can really do anything else we want. You're a professional. After your work is done, you can go to the gym for an hour and come back.
Of course.
Why do you have to wait over the weekend before you do that?
Yeah.
But
So
your boss will be
it-
upset with you because you haven't achieved the result that he expects.
Okay, so it boils down on the individual.
You can
really.
negotiate.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
the
so-
value at work determines
Yeah.
what you can actually ask for.
So you spoke about harmony. Now, how do we achieve that harmony when it comes to our work life and our personal life? You've made us understand that we cannot have a balance. I mean, it's impossible.
impossible.
Because we will definitely invest more time in one
Than the other.
than the other. That's just how life is. And you being an adult as well. It's a scam. Kids
know.
do
I
not
know.
grow up, okay? Being an adult is a scam.
Adulting.
But so how do we achieve that harmony? Because I know a lot of people struggle with it. My co-host, for example, he's struggling. He's watching right now because
Yeah.
he's struggling with, you know, having a good social, personal life, myself as well, and, you know, having to also invest as much time in my work life. So how do we achieve that harmony?
First, determine what's important to you. Okay, you have just one life. So the most important person...
YOLO.
That you only live once, right?
Yes.
So you have one life and you only live once. But the most important person, and whenever I say this statement, people always come back at me and like, oh, that's not good, it's being selfish.
Yeah.
But you are the most important person in the world.
Absolutely.
And the more you keep giving of yourself and you don't take anything back, there isn't a balance in your life. So you don't find the harmony that you're looking for. So first of all, knowing that you're the most important person in the world, the first thing you need to figure out is what is important to you? What is significant to you? What matters to you most? Is it the work? Is it your achievements at work? Is it the money you're making? Is it the kind of life you're building? Is it family? Is it friends? Is it relation? Is it people? Is it... What is important to you? Make a list of it right now. Write out the things that are important to you. You want to make $1 million in the bank, it's important to you. So the more time you spend making that $1 million, for you, it's a balance. Why would you want to spend time outside drinking with friends when you don't feel fulfilled? You'll be sitting there wondering, okay, what's the next move? All right, so figure out what's important to you. And then the second thing is that be present. You know, because you talk about investing time. Everything about work-life balance has to do with time.
Yeah.
All right? But even if you're spending 30 minutes with someone, for instance, your boyfriend, your husband comes to you and he's on his phone. He's there.
Yeah.
So he's trying to balance his work and life.
Yeah.
But he's not present.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we need to be mindful of is, even when you are with someone, you are with friends, you're with your people, be present and be interested in their life as well. A lot of the conversations we have is all about me, and we never really hear anybody else out. But remembering what somebody even said, trying to figure out, okay, that thing you talked to me about last week, how is it going? It brings so much fulfillment to somebody, knowing that somebody is present and the person cares. You know, it's not just about investing your time and being there and all that. Being present and being mindful that the other person is as important to you as you are to them as well. And then at the end of the day, know the value of the things that you are investing your time in. Because really, your biggest asset is time.
Yes.
And if you're not investing, it means that at the end, you're not sowing the seeds that will germinate into a tree that will give you the fruit in the future. And that's where you go through life in a roller coaster, rat race and everything, and then you get to the point where you're old and you cannot do all the things you did, and you've not invested anything, so that you find yourself lonely. And that's like the most unfortunate and terrifying thing that you can ever do.
But would you also say that in that case, since we work throughout our adult life and then eventually we retire, and some people who invest more time in their work life, they tend to be alone most of the time, because maybe they didn't invest enough time in their personal life. They weren't present when they were around families, so family left. So when they reach their 60s, 70s, they tend to be alone.
Exactly.
So they've invested all that time working, making money probably, acquiring a lot of assets probably, but then that aspect of now having a family around, having a personal life, having friends around, that aspect was lost throughout the years of them wanting to be better, wanting to achieve something. So that's basically what I'm trying to say, because I have goals, and I always say that I want to retire at 40, okay? And because of that, hey, it's achievable.
It is achievable.
So
I mean, we all used to say that, right? Until you get to 40, you realize that there's so much more to do, but it's achievable.
It's achievable.
I'm sorry, it is achievable.
Don't mess up my dreams.
It is achievable.
Thank you. Okay, so, you know, a lot of people want to retire at 30, retire at 40, retire at 50. And because of that, they feel like now that they have the strength of youth, they need to invest much more time working, making money, buying assets, buying lands, buying whatever, and investing. So when you ask somebody, especially you young men, are you ready for marriage? Oh, no, I'm not ready, because I want to invest my time. I want to make sure that by the time I am 40, I can look after my family, for example.
Okay.
So with that kind of mentality, which is very common among the youth, including myself, we want to work. We want to make money to the point that we don't spend enough time socializing, spending time with family, spending time with friends. How would that affect us eventually in the long run? Because yes, now you have the strength to work, so you're neglecting the personal aspect of your life. But then when you don't have the strength to work, you will need the personal aspect of your life. So how do we find that balance and know that, okay, we're doing the right thing?
Well, I just want to draw your attention to something. The world is changing very fast. The young people don't see work as the old people used
Having
to see.
to go
In
to
fact,
the mining and then, you know, hard work and getting dirty and all of that.
And in my work with businesses, we've realized that one of the biggest challenges they are facing is that, first of all, identifying top talents, and then they also staying. So there's no loyalty, there's no commitment, because work for them is life as well. So then for them, they figure out, okay, if I'm working, then I should be having fun as well.
Absolutely.
Now, and another thing I want to also demystify is that not everyone will get married and have kids.
Of course.
So then if that is the case, then are you saying that they don't have a work-life balance? No. Like I said, if it's important to you, invest time in it. If traveling is important to you, invest time in it. If actually making money and having a lot of money in the bank, don't forget, rich people will always have friends around them. Always would have friends around them. If you have a 6-bedroom house and people need houses, you can give some to them, and then because they are in there, you can have conversations with them. But trust me, if you work for 20 years in an establishment and those there are not your friends for which you can actually hang out with, the kids of the people that you work with are not the friends of your kids, then what were you doing all the time that you were working? I mean, then you weren't balancing your professional life there as well. So then it's no surprise that your personal life sucks as well.
But you know, people like to say, oh, I don't want to bring my personal life into work.
Why?
Whatever happens at work, I mean, outside working space or working hours, you stay outside of working hours. And, you know, whatever happens at work, you stay at work. So I wouldn't bring my personal matters or my personal life to my workplace.
But if you have somebody at work that you can talk to about your personal life, you love coming to work, isn't it?
I guess so.
Exactly. If you have a buddy, if you have a bestie at work, you love coming to work. It's like when you're in school, you have friends that you can share. Because we live outside work so that we can come back to work and talk about it.
Yes.
We live in work so that we can go home and talk about it.
Yes,
So then
true.
if you can come to work and there's nobody else you can actually share. So we're not saying announce it to everybody because really it's nobody's business what you do with your life. But you know that even in certain industries, what you do with your life also affects your life as well.
Absolutely.
So there are certain things, in fact, if you work in certain industries, it's not everything you can even post on Facebook or social media because they restrict all those things. But find balance wherever you are.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want people to have the notion that you have to finish, sign off something, and then now go in. No, it has to be a balance because when your work is exciting, it has to be synchronized.
Yeah.
When your work is exciting, it doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur or you're an employee, you want to go home and talk about it. When your work is frustrating, you go home and still talk about it.
Yes.
So honestly, with this issue of work-life balance, it's about how do you find time so that you can invest time into people that are not associated with your professional life.
Yeah.
But then in your professional life, how do you also find time to invest in them as well? If you pass by the door and you ask the security man, how are you doing today? How's your family today? It makes him feel good. And that in itself is finding a balance between what you do normally as a presenter and then also your relationship with the people around you. All right?
Okay.
So invest time in making sure the people around you feel at home with you around. It doesn't matter whether it's at work or it's at home.
Okay, so let me just read one comment before we wrap up the conversation coming in on our WhatsApp number. So this person said, good morning, beautiful Hima Lawa. That's my name. This is Jakpa Naziru, watching you live from WA. I think my personal opinion of this work-life balance can be achieved when we value our time. Time lost cannot be gained anyway, but I feel these two cannot be balanced. You might spend more on one than the other, but when we manage our time and we spend time unnecessarily, I believe we can achieve what we want in our work and still have time to socialize with the loved ones and other secondary issues.
True.
Which I agree. But you know, we've had this saying a lot, especially when you're in a relationship and you call your partner says, oh, I'm busy, I don't have time, I'm busy, today I have a meeting here. So those people, for example, the Godwin Nambohs out there, who every time when you call him, oh, sorry, I'm busy, I don't have time to talk to you on the phone, I'm doing A, B, and C. So how can you advise the Godwin Nambohs out there to make sure that, okay, they also have time for their personal relationships and the personal lives and the people around them outside of work life? There's a person, a friend of mine always used to say, my friend, when she used to call her boyfriend and her boyfriend used to complain about being busy, she would say, my friend, you're not more busy than Obama. That time Obama was president. You're more busy than Obama. Even has time for Michelle. Okay,
I know, right?
So
what are you doing?
So what are you doing? Like, you know, what you said exactly. So as a young person, you know, how do we make sure that we synchronize all the relationship that we have around us, including work as well, and not say we are busy all the time?
Well, this might not go too well for a lot of young men out there and for women out there as well. The Godwins of this world really found time when they were wooing someone. You know, when you're wooing a woman that you love, you find time. It doesn't mean that you're less busy.
Exactly.
It's because of the value you place on that achievement. Okay, it's the value you place on that person. It's the value you place on whatever you're doing. So if he places more value on his work than the person he says is worth, then that's where you experience that. But nobody should put work before a human being, especially someone you say you love. And please, point to note, anybody that consistently tells you they're busy and they don't have time for you have probably moved on and given time to somebody else. Be mindful of that, because honestly, the same intensity for which they were chasing you and they got you, if it's not the same, then it means that it's either has been diverted to something else, or maybe you're complaining too much about he being a broke ass. That sorry. I mean,
he being broke.
He being broke. So then now he feels that in getting your acceptance and love, he needs to make
work.
money.
Okay.
So now he's placed more value on work as a way of pleasing you. So that he doesn't understand why you keep complaining that he doesn't have money to give you when you ask, when you are also trying to take too much of his time, because he's investing that time into getting the money so that you will be pleased. All right? So let's watch the things we tell the people that we say we love. Because you can't say, I want more time with you, sit with me, watch a movie with me, let's go and do Netflix and chill and everything. And then you keep bugging me about me not being like my friend who has a mansion. So I would just say, okay, fine, maybe getting a mansion would please this woman. So then even though I love her, let me focus on getting a mansion. But then the way you even go about it takes maturity and experience.
I agree.
Even if you're busy, never make someone feel that you value work more than them. Because at the end, you work because of them.
I like that. I like that. And I'll take that as your final word. But if anybody wants to contact you, connect with you for some word of wisdom and learn how to eventually balance certain things in their life, because you are a life coach, how do they connect with you or contact you?
Well, you can go to my website, ecomensa.com, or connect with me on all social media platforms.
Which is?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ecomensa ID.
Ecomensa ID.
Yes,
well,
please.
there you have it, Ecomensa. Thank you very much for joining me on this conversation.
Thank
It's been a
you for
pleasure.
having
I've
me.
learned so much. I've definitely learned how to not balance, but synchronize and harmonize my personal life and my work life. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But we're going to wrap up this conversation with Kwame Eugene featuring Afro Harmony, and he calls it Tinafie. Okay, Tinafie.
So I want to party, So don't be lazy, Charlie, you must be happy. Enjoy the party, Because if I'm ready, champion, once I see so now, inside, I fear the been ever, ain't the empty, oh, yeah, I'm at the impression. Ain't you won't part in a few. So now inside, I fear the been ever, ain't the empty, oh, yeah, I'm at the impression. Ain't the one part in a few, yeah, but 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 I can't form on you, sweat. I perform on you, sweat. Come on, on you, sweat.
And you're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24 TV, where we make sure to keep you inspired, entertained, and informed. Now, as part of the month-long activities to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services, we are organizing a 2-day pop-up shop and sales exhibition. The Ghana Independence Fair happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24 Silicon Square on the Boundary Road, East Legon. It will be 2 days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair, and open-air concert. Get your stands now. Exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. All you have to do is to visit mx24online.com to register your business now. Or you can also call us on 055 050 05555. Okay, let me get it again. 055 050 0555 or 024 235 5956. The Ghana Independence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana. Anyways, guys, it's time for Fashion Wednesday, and we will be speaking with the owners of this beautiful brand that Edma and I are wearing. We have our owners here in the studio. We have Yvonne Norier. The name is so beautiful. Yvonne Norier, and then we have Irene.
Yes, we have Irene Naki Akpatsu. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah,
Akpatsu. Okay, who is a traditional stylist and founder of SAG _ creations. Yes, and today, like Godwin mentioned, we're going to have a beautiful conversation about attires.
Batakaris.
And it's amazing. It's heavy, but it's amazing. I love it. I love the fabric. I love the material. But welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And by the way, you're both officially AM Club members. I'm not going to tell you on air what it comes with, but after I'll tell you what it comes with. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about the northern,
Smokes and batakaris,
yes,
yeah.
traditional attires, smokes and batakari. And what am I wearing? Let me start with you, Irene. Can you explain to everybody what I'm wearing?
You're wearing a smock.
Okay. And who wears these kind of outfits in the north?
Okay, it's not specifically for one person or for a specific ethnic group, but it's normally for the northern.
Okay, so maybe a lady who's getting married, or for a ceremony or
people
something.
now
Like
wear it for shoots, photo shoots.
Yeah.
So it's more fashion now.
Okay, Yvonne, Irene. So I've always wondered. I look at, especially with what Edma is wearing.
Yeah.
We know that kente is, for the want of a better word, endemic to the Ewes and the Ashantis, you know. But this looks close to kente. I don't know if it's done the same way kente is made. What's the difference between it? What's the difference?
Okay, so the difference between it is the looms.
Oh.
Unlike the kente looms that comes with intricate designs, the looms for the smoke comes in linear patterns. So you always find smoke fabrics coming in linear patterns. We do not have the looms for intricate designs. Basically, it's woven the same way.
Oh, so you have the wooden structure.
Yes,
and then
ours is a metal structure.
Right.
Okay.
Ours is a metal loom, and the design is made in linear patterns. So you can't have intricate designs in a smoke.
When you say linear patterns, so it's just the way I'm looking at it.
Exactly.
It's just, it could either be horizontal or vertical.
Yes.
Oh, right.
But you know,
Right, that's
with
interesting.
every attire that I've noticed here, when it comes to our tradition in Ghana, it comes with a lot of beads. And I know that beads have historical meanings to it. So, Irene, I'm going to come to you. Today I'm wearing red beads. I don't know if they have a name.
Yeah, this actually comes from the northern and then Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have the local ones, our local beads coming from Mr. Region Krobodumasi. Yes.
And what does it represent? Is there a history behind why women wear beads when they are going for certain ceremonies or a wedding or?
Yeah, it's more of beautification.
Okay.
Yes, and each ethnic groups and their colors and what it stands for. When you go to the Eastern region, they deal with more of the glass beads,
Yes,
which are more colorful. Yeah, we have the rubber beads made from China, but our made in Ghana beads are the best and they are colorful. Then when we go to the northern region, then we have the red beads. When we go to Ashanti, they do more with the gold ornaments, which we all know. But I think the beads are more colorful.
Okay.
and
I'm
more
actually looking at
beautiful.
the pictures behind us. There was one before, was it Mona? I saw one of Mona for
Yes,
real. That's a
yes.
beautiful...
So beautiful. I love the fact that throughout the years, the fashion when it comes to the way the fabric is used has changed. I mean, now, before I would only see men wearing that kind of
look at that.
style, but now women also wear that kind of style. But one thing I've always wanted to know is, what is the difference between batakari and fugu? Is it the same thing?
Okay, so basically it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's just the pronunciation when it comes to different parts of the
tribes.
country. So the northern parts of the country, certain tribes call it fugu.
Okay.
That's when you go to the upper east. But when you come to the southern part, they call it batakari.
Okay.
Just to give it a generalization.
Yeah.
Because each northern tribe has a peculiar name. They call it according to their local dialect.
Okay.
But the design runs through.
Okay, so the fugu, is it the fabric or is it the design?
It's the design.
Okay.
So what he's wearing is a fugu.
Okay.
Yes.
And
So
I
the-
don't know,
but the
Kaba
batakari is
was
the one
wearing
that-
one.
No, so this is when you come down south, they call this batakari.
Okay.
Yes.
But in the north, it's pronounced fugu. It's,
Yes.
it's called fugu.
It's called
so it's
fugu.
basically the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Interesting. Now, what I want to know if there's a history behind this, because we know the history behind Kente, and they tell you that, long ago, the Ashanti say long ago, they saw a spider weaving a web. That's what they told us about Kente. That's how whoever saw the spider weaving the web learned how to create the Kente.
Yeah.
Is there a similar thing?
Okay,
similar
so
story?
for smokes, as we call it in English, has been a traditional wear of the indigents of the northern part of Ghana, basically because cotton was in abundance in the 1940s.
Yeah.
Cotton was in abundance, and also because of the weather, it gets pretty hot at certain times of the year. So they had to get something that could withstand the heat and also withstand the cold. So you realize that a smock fabric is versatile. It can be worn throughout the year.
Yeah.
Because it allows aeration. It's made from cotton, and cotton is highly absorbent. So it's worn throughout the year to withstand heat. And when it's cold, yours, for example, you just put your hands in the pocket and you're good
That's
to
it.
go.
I understand the cold, but I don't understand the heat, honestly. I mean, I can understand
But
when
this
it's
is
cold.
heavy.
It's really heavy, and I'm thinking if I'm walking in the sun with this, I mean, it will protect my skin from the harsh, radiation from the sun, but the heat.
Yeah, so you have the sleeveless. So
Okay.
we have the sleeves. What you're wearing is the sleeves, and we have the sleeveless.
Right.
So depending on the occasion, depending on the weather, you can decide to wear either the sleeves or the sleeveless. Mostly people prefer to wear the sleeves because it's more official and casual. You can wear it to official functions. You can wear it to hang out with your boys. You can wear it to a funeral, a wedding. So it's versatile.
Okay, are there differences from what the chiefs wear and what the regular citizens or civilians, what the chiefs wear and what the quote-unquote regular people wear?
Okay.
Is there a difference? Because I look at when it comes to Kente, for instance, you see what Otumfuo 72 wears is quite distinct from the regular
They
ones
make
we
it
see.
specially for him.
Yes, so I want to know, even when it comes to the design, is it different from what regular people wear?
Okay, so when it comes to smokes, this is just one aspect of the smoke. When it comes to what the chiefs wear, they wear the full regalia. When we
Okay.
say the full regalia, it means the top, the trouser, it comes with the overall, and it comes with the boots. So that's the full regalia. And the design is seen in the embroidery.
Okay.
So the embroidery and the weave differs. So as a normal person, or as you say, civilian, you can't put on a full regalia and be walking about. Charlie, the sun is too hot.
Interesting.
But are there traditional sanctions for people who wear them?
Yes, so in terms of the cap, unfortunately, we don't have the cap here. Wearing the cap has meaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can't just wear the cap anyhow because there's a way a chief wears the cap. And if you are a commoner, let me just put it that
That's the
way,
word.
and you wear the cap similar to the
How a
way
chief
a
wears
chief
it.
wears it, it's either two things. It's either you are ignorant or you want to dare the wrath of the chief. So if you are a stranger, for that you can be pardoned. But if you are not a stranger and you are an indigent, for that you be sanctioned.
It's almost like what Godwin told you when you were holding this thing.
Yes,
Apparently
exactly.
this
So
thing,
Godwin, it said that where he's from, when people hold this, it means that you want to be challenged spiritually.
Okay.
You know, and it means that you carry something. So somebody would challenge you to see how powerful you are spiritually. And I told you that they should come.
not this Godwin, not me though, not me. But could you,
Actually, a symbol of power. and
Power,
authority.
yeah.
And authority,
yeah, so not anyone can
So
hold
no,
it,
it's not
unless of
meant
course
for
if
everyone.
you're pretending or you're in a movie or something.
Yeah.
But could you help us, just take us a little bit through the making process of smoke? What does it entail, and how long does it take? Is it difficult to make?
Difficult is subjective. So, smoke fabrics, actually, every smoke is made from threads. So, when you unpick what she's wearing, what you are also wearing, you just basically get threads. So, they are made from threads and they are counted. So, depending on the design I want to make, we count the threads and we count the number of colors. If not, you might come out with a different design altogether. Once it's done, we put it into the loom and then the weaving starts. So before we even start weaving any fabric, the threads and the colors have to be counted. Make sure everything is in its right proportion before it's put in the loom. Ideally, everything is manual. We do not have a machine that weaves smokes. So ideally, it takes 2 to 3 days to weave. But there are lots of factors because just like the Ashanti kente that is woven outside, interference from the weather, and sometimes the smoke would break or the thread, there will be a miscalculation. So the threads will not be enough to finish the fabric. So when it happens like that, you can't continue. You would have to start the process all over
again.
Yes, if not, you see joinings in the fabric. So the fabric will not be as smooth as what she is wearing.
So the fact that it's even made manually and it's handmade, would you say that then there's no excuse for pricing as well? Because I know that in Western countries, when things are handmade, they are more expensive because it's very time consuming and you invest a lot of time in it and effort. So would you say that if we want to sell our fabrics that we make locally, internationally, then the price should go high and nobody should really complain about the price? Because me, I've heard, I'm a woman, I buy kente, I buy other fabrics, and sometimes you go and you say, hey, kente, dear, but then you forget about the process that the people who make it have to go through before you can even purchase it. So should we stop complaining about you know, our local materials that are handmade and start purchasing them and appreciating the price as well?
Yes, I think we need to appreciate our indigenous craft because the process is really tedious. Imagine you have to churn out a thread and count it. Sometimes in the counting, there's a miscalculation. You have to start the process all over. So I think that we do not have to compromise on the price. We have to really appreciate if you want our local businesses to thrive.
How much is an average smoke, like what I'm wearing? How much is this?
Oh, it's so cheap. This is just like 400 cedis.
This is like 400 Ghana cedis.
Just 400. It's not even up to $100.
Interesting. And no, wow, did I sound some way? No, it's almost the price of a suit, which is good, honestly, because this is even heavier and thicker than a suit, you know. And so basically, you told us the challenges of making it, but in the industry, the smoke industry, what are some of the challenges you guys face? Would you say Ghanaians patronize it enough? Is it something that people are proud to get, or you know, shun wearing them?
Okay, in the past, people really didn't appreciate smokes very much because it was so monotonous. The colors were really boring. But recently, with the variation of beautiful colors, everybody wants to own a smoke. I know people who almost every year make it a point to own 5 different smokes. Wow, that's really cool. And now the smoke business is doing well. We are trying to incorporate other fabrics. And when you go to smokes in Batakari, we've done smokes with camouflage fabrics, smokes with denim, and smokes with other fabrics. We've merged it to be able to meet the diaspora.
Okay, but then now Yvonne, let me come to you as well, because you styled me. So when it comes to styling, how has it changed from the way women used to style themselves using these kind of fabrics to now, like the modern 21st century woman like myself?
Okay, now the difference is, I can say the difference is now more fashionable. Unlike previously, you style yourself from head to toe, like even my shoulders wouldn't be seen. You know, everything is fully covered. Your curves are not really there.
Showing,
Unlike now, you style and you, unless you curved yourself well by tightening the middle part of your body, the waistline.
Exactly.
Yes, unlike previously, you just cover yourself and then even your scarf is not well organized because it has to fill up your whole shoulders, and even your accessories are not even well displayed because you are fully covered. But unlike now, now everything is more fashion.
Okay, so
go ahead, please.
So no, actually no. Is the question related to this?
What they just said.
Yeah.
Now I'm just going to go back to the screen and they show us.
Okay, then let me ask this question. So, I'm all for investing into our local products, adding value to our local products so that we can, you know, maybe export them internationally as well and make more money, put more value to what we can achieve. So when it comes to the industry in creating the fabric, creating the patterns, what do you think that maybe people who are doing the same thing that you're doing can add to their fabric, add to their design to appeal more on the international front so that they can also start selling abroad and not just here in Ghana?
Okay, I think one, we should look at versatility. We should add more colors, just like the Ashanti Kente, as you mentioned. It's so beautiful because it has a lot of colors that appeals to the eyes. So we shouldn't be dealing more with monotonous colors. It's so boring. What you are wearing is appealing to the eyes, and it can be worn.
I've never actually seen colors like this before.
No,
This
but
is
you know,
my
the
first
funny
time.
the funny thing for me, honestly,
like
is I prefer less colors. So I love, for instance, what she has on the shoulder. Straight, it's just so beautiful. I like the mixture of the yellow and the blue and the third one. So even if it's 3 colors, I think it's, sometimes I feel like the Kente has too many colors. It's too many. For instance, what we have on the screen, you see just a red, a white, and a gray, and I think it's so beautiful. But I do understand what you're saying. For others, they would like to see more colors because it will be appealing to them.
Yeah, because I really think that we can do so much with what we have locally and not allow the West to just come and take it. Because I remember one time I was talking about beads and how there's this international website, e-commerce, where they sell clothes and shoes and all of that. And they were selling our local beads for like $100. And then I'm like, so why can't we also, and people purchase it, but these are designs and beads from Africa. So why can't our own designs also,
totally get you.
Make money
from
it?
It's like buying a piece of suit from UK. I mean, suit is not it's not from us. You know, it's not indigenous to us. So, and when you're buying a suit from the UK, it's freaking expensive. Not just because it's a designer. Even a regular suit sewn by a regular Joe in UK is very expensive. So I totally agree with what Edma is saying. When you're buying something from another country, which is indigenous to those people, it comes
at
very
a price,
expensive, a huge price, because it's not yours, you know. So if we could do same for the international, we're not saying that we want to overprice it,
the local people who
go through the
materials and
the way the process of manufacturing our products also counts. Because imagine you want to make beads, you now go out there, look for bottles, glasses, that whole process of putting them together, you now come and break them. It's very, very tedious. And, you know, in the Western countries, they have machines. And then everything is fast-tracked.
So do you think, that question, sorry to catch you, but do you think we should employ technology? So we should
yes,
find ways
we
and
need
means of,
to we need to
so that we can produce on a mass on a mass,
because
on a
now
bigger scale.
It's like China-made beads are
even catching on more.
They are taking, and it's getting
make
more colorful than ours, and it's way cheaper. Because the way they go about it,
the process of making it
is so easy,
yeah.
unlike ours.
Yeah.
When you go to Odumasi Krobo and you see them making beads, with the heat alone, even
crazy.
health-wise,
Yes,
it's
Not
it's
good.
not
right.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we need to
So
employ technology.
You need to apply technology.
To make it. I totally agree. I totally agree with what you're saying. But yeah, so your question that you wanted to ask.
Oh, so we're seeing some beautiful designs on the
Yeah.
screen, and I just wanted to ask you, since you're a stylist, tell me where I can wear this to. Tell me what you think of the design. So if you can share on our screen, please, producer. I saw some very beautiful designs. For instance, Mona for Real's own. She has what is that in the middle of the?
It's like
is that
a belt.
It's just like a belt.
But it's not local, is it?
No.
The belt is
No,
not local.
that one
So
is
you
not
can use-
local.
Yeah.
So she's doing her own thing and making it
21st
look.
century modern woman.
I think
style.
we don't really have something like that. Even
Yes.
this is even China
Yeah.
made. So
Yeah.
Wow. So are you thinking we should make something for ourselves to be
Yeah,
holding?
Of
Of
course,
course.
a
I
belt
think
or
it
something.
will boost the local industry.
Yeah.
because when you want to, when you want to snatch your waist,
waist,
in
yeah.
the African
Waist
As a lady, your
snatchers.
care has to be accentuated.
Waist snatches.
Yes, I
So you
I
need
agree.
something
The way you go
locally
to the
made.
gym, you want to show your arms. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So
I
let's
like what
finish
she-
something that this is China made. What Mona is wearing is also China made.
China
Yeah.
made
So
and then.
we
but,
don't have
her earrings are complementing the watercarry as well. Next image, please, if we have any.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can't
this
see
is quite
so
similar.
well. Yeah, similar to what Mona's wearing.
I
Oh, this
love
is really lovely.
I love this.
I
I feel like these are
totally
more
love this.
traditional colors that I'm used to seeing.
You know?
Yeah.
But I love
I-
colors like this.
I
like
really
this.
do. I
This
really
is
do.
really lovely. This is. So where can you wear this to? To work? Can you wear this to work?
Yes, Friday wear.
Friday, yeah. Why not Monday? It's our stuff. No, honestly, this question I wonder why are we wearing this only on mostly on Fridays? Why can't I wear it to work on Monday?
Because Monday is seen as more serious-minded.
What are you talking about? So
more
that dress is not
business
serious-minded.
No, this is more casual.
So Friday is what, playful at the office?
It's not playful, but Friday.
It's weekend.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, but
honestly.
so I understand your point, Godwin, when it comes to obviously making it look like our designs or our materials are not serious enough to be worn on a
Worn on
Monday.
a Monday.
But to be honest, I think it depends on the style. Because I've worn African prints on a Monday before, and it was made in a way that is a dress, is a corporate dress, but is made with African prints.
Okay.
So I think
Complete African print, or they added other fabrics to
no,
it.
it was complete African prints. Yeah.
It should
And
be
I
possible.
can
It
wear
should
it on
be.
a Monday.
We shouldn't be
We
thinking,
are, not saying it's not possible because I have a lot of my smock outfits
Yes.
sewn into pencil skirts.
Yes, like
That's
the one you're
beautiful.
wearing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I wear, that I can wear any
Any
day
day.
to any event. So it depends on the style of
Yes.
the person
Yeah.
and also the design.
But that design, I really think we should wear it on Mondays. It's very nice. Edma, you should wear some on Monday. And
No problem, I got you.
And this is also really lovely. I mean,
Yes.
we should be wrapping our conversation now. These are very beautiful colors as well. But if you want to contact you,
Reach
and-
you.
oh, look at
Oh,
the
this
second
is
lady.
so
This
nice.
is lovely.
This is
so is this a
absolutely
lighter smock? Is it a?
No,
Is it still as heavy
It's
as
the
what I'm
same-
wearing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Same.
yeah.
What you're wearing is heavy because of the linen in it.
Okay.
We had to line it. You can't just wear the smock like that. It gets a bit uncomfortable. So the inside has to be lined. And
Lined.
besides, yours is hand sewn and hand woven. So you
Wow.
could see all the stitches.
Yeah, the stitches, yeah. No wonder it's more more
Yes.
expensive.
Big ups to our industry.
I'm
Big ups to our
telling
local
you,
industry.
people
They're
need
doing
to start
very well.
patronizing it.
Very, very well. Anyway, so how do we reach you?
Okay, so on
Instagram.
Instagram, Smokes and Butter Curry,
Okay.
Facebook, Smokes and Butter Curry, and my contact numbers are on my social media
On the media
handles.
so we can get it. Wow.
Okay, and then on Instagram it's Sun Creations,
Creations.
Sun_creations.
Yes.
Then Facebook Sun_creations.
And our
And the
style
telephone
line.
numbers are there as well.
Beautiful. Irene is making us look very,
I know,
very
right?
wonderful
I
this
know.
morning. We appreciate her.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Yvonne, our guest for Fashion Wednesday. Please, it's Ghana month. Step out there and get yourself a butter curry or a smock, whichever way you want to call it, and look like Edma. So it's Smokes and Butter Curry on Instagram. Make sure you call them and get yours. Okay? All right.
Okay, so that's it for today's hashtag Fashion Friday. Fashion Wednesday. Oh God, Fashion
reach
Wednesday.
everybody.
Listen, the way I wish it was Friday, but anyways, it's Fashion Wednesday, and that's about it. We had a lovely conversation, but up next is The Plug. Stay with us.
Jimba, Bigade, Denaya Taba, Kai, 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 Kai. Bataka Africa, Bataka Africa.
brothers and sisters, it is nice to see our own people wearing our own culture. Some call it bana, some call it fugu, some call it dansika, some call it kente. Let's try to promote our traditional culture. Oh yes. Africa. Africa is Africa.
Africa, 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 it's who we are, it's who we are, it's who we are, we are. Batakari Africa, Batakari Africa, Tinayana Salvayeta.
Everybody go fit to wear. I feel like wear you for be aware. Big God and the king you saw, but I don't see my and Riala. The four known in heroes la bala, so pay it for you be Africa.
No topic is off limits. The pain of experiencing a miscarriage is something that can crumple your world. We're talking postpartum bodies and everything in between. And they share their story on their battle with infertility. The touching stories of the African woman rose before you.
I was disappointed in God, in life, in myself.
How many losses have you had?
After that, we had 4 more.
What?
I shouted, I said,
we lost vision, we lost any sound beyond crying.
Our mistakes, advices, regrets, real stories, and more on We Got This Africa. Na Ashako and her intriguing panel serve you real experiences of the African woman. We Got This Africa.
We got this.
March is here, and on MX24, it's GH Month. As part of the month-long activities to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services, we're organizing a 2-day pop-up shop and sales exhibition, the Ghana Independence Fair, happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24, Silicon Square, Boundary Road, East Legon. It'll be 2 days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair, and open-air concert. Get your stand now. Exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. Visit mx24online.com to register your business now. You can also call 055 0500 555 or 024 235 5956. The Ghana Independence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana. If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
Welcome back to the last minutes of the AM Club, Wednesday edition. We're having so much fun in the studios. GH Month here on the AM Club and on MX24 TV. It's now time for the plug, where we connect you to some of the people doing amazing stuff. And our guest this morning is no exception. He is from the Diaspora Professionals Network, and he's none other than my good friend, Mr. Patrick Moore. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Welcome to our studio.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
You've been wanting to come here since.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And he's been asking
good to have you. Really? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. But you're here to talk about the Ghana
Action
Forum.
Yeah.
But before we start, since today is Fashion Wednesday and since it's Ghana Month on MX24 as well, I just want to ask you where you're from.
I'm from Ekropon, Kwiapem.
Okay.
Who's in
Eastern region?
Eastern region.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, people think I'm from the Eastern region because of my surname.
Really?
My surname is
Lawe.
Lawe. And they
Okay.
think apparently it's from Krobo side. And I always tell them, no, I'm not. I inherited the surname. I'm fancy. But what's your local name as well? I want to know your local name.
Well, Echo.
Echo. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Echo Moore.
So, but Echo is fancy.
So I'm a mix.
Ah.
Yeah.
So why didn't you mention the fancy side?
Ahakakra.
But you didn't
He doesn't
mention
like the
it.
fancy people. Stop forcing it on him.
Because
He's
I'm
a
fancy,
Kwiapem.
so I wonder why you didn't
He's a
mention
Kwiapem.
that. You
And I
if
will
it
say
was
that.
airway, you'd have
And I
claimed
will
it
say
long
that.
time ago.
Straight up.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
we'll say that. We'll say straight up. Anyways, so bro, tell us about the Ghana Action
Yes.
Forum.
All right. So the Ghana Action Forum, it's a hybrid event being organized by a Diaspora Professionals Network in collaboration with the Diaspora Drive and GHPAC USA. And it's just a platform where we're looking at discussing issues, with regards to Ghana, looking at how we can help in improving our position and our standing in the African continent. Putting ourselves out there more for people to identify us as Ghanaians. Just showcasing what we have in-house and looking at ways we can bring the diaspora and then those of us here together. The theme of the conference is bridging home and abroad. So we're looking at how we can bring these two together to make Ghana an even better place for everyone.
That's absolutely amazing. And where is this event happening, and how can people attend?
All right, so the first session is happening tomorrow.
Okay.
That's Thursday, 3rd of March, at the Kempinski Hotel.
Okay.
Starts at 8:30 a.m. and then runs through till the end of the day. It's a whole day event. We have an option for virtual people, so for people who are not stationed in Accra and want to participate, they have the option to join that. And then we have the second one, a half-day event. That's all virtual on the 4th of March, 2022. More of a workshop style.
Right.
Discussions, conversations on different topic areas.
And who are your main speakers, the key speakers?
So we have the Second Lady of the Republic, Her Excellency Hajia Samira Bawumia, as a special guest of honor. And then we have the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Development Company, Kwesi Ewa. And then we have the Director of the Diaspora Affairs, Office of the President, Akwesi Abibio.
Right.
In there, we have Sangu Dele, we have Kofi Yanku speaking. We have It's
quite a number of speakers.
Yes,
I can see even on your flyer. It's
Jerry
heavy.
Ajololo is the MC
Is it?
with Jifa Ekia Ametam. That's amazing. And it's happening at the Kempinski Hotel at Accra. Okay. And it will also be online. So if people want to join virtually, they can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but how do they get the link?
So you can just visit our website.
Okay.
It's the ghactionforum.com.
Okay.
You can visit the website. You can. It's easy to get the ticket from there, or you can come to Kempinski on the day of that's tomorrow. Just be there early to make sure that you avoid all the hustle in the crowd, and then you can get your tickets for the ticket is going for 300 Ghana cedis.
Cheap. Cheap crowd.
Yeah, so it's going for 300 Ghana cedis for both days.
Yeah.
And so that's how to get your ticket.
But I'm just curious. My normal is asking. So can someone participate just for one day? If they're available for just a day, can they participate?
Well, you can. But the thing is, you'd want to participate the second day.
There you go. So you still
And
have
how
to
will
get the ticket.
people benefit from attending the event?
So it's not just the regular conference.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of conferences go on here, really great conferences as well. Not to say anything, but we're looking at being more action driven.
Yeah.
So, for instance, what we're intentionally doing is we are having action points after each panel speaks. So then there's something to take home, there's something to work on, there's a timeline to deliver those action points, and then we can know the progress we are making, because we're looking at, again, like the theme said, bridging home and abroad for Ghana's development. So we're looking at taking strides ahead. We're looking at making progress. So we want to do things that will, initiate those actions or those steps, however little they may be. So it's more action-oriented. There's opportunities to interact with the panelists, ask questions, whatever it is. But most importantly, that we're going to take action after that conference.
Interesting. I'm looking at some of the moderators. I'm excited to see Kojo Akoto Boateng and Kweku Nshirado and the rest on there. It's exciting. So how do we, like you said, it's going to be on the website if you want to participate as well. But if you want to follow for more details, do you have social media handles that we can follow?
Yes, we have. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ahaspora Young Professionals. You can follow us on Young Professionals.
Young Professionals.
Yes, we were young then. Now
yeah.
And then just to add to it, on the 4th of March, after the half-day conference, we have an anniversary gala. Ahaspora was 10 years last year.
Wow.
And we're organizing, we're having a gala, to celebrate the achievements together with Diaspora Drive, who was 5 last year as well. So we're having a very lovely and beautiful ceremony event at the Fitzgerald in Cantonment.
Yes.
We also have tickets going on sale. So if you want to attend the gala and the dinner, you can pay 600 cedis for both. And everything is taken care of. Come have fun. We have a lot of amazing things.
And it's a great way to network as well.
Exactly. So, looking at, creating more networks and more opportunities for ourselves.
Yeah. So young people out there, I think this is a good opportunity for you to go there, network, meet people, share ideas, brainstorm, and make sure that you take something out of it. I totally agree.
Absolutely, Mr. Patrick Echo Moore. No, let's take the Patrick out. Mr. Echo Moore. Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll be there tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, like you said. Is there a gala that I'm looking for?
Today's Wednesday.
I keep thinking today's
Me
Tuesday.
too.
I don't know why.
I even thought today was Friday.
Hey. Anyways, thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We have to go. It's almost 10 o'clock, so we have to go. Let's say thank you to everybody who's been on the show. First of all, Kevoy B, our Jamaican brother, coming through with MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment. And then on Lifestyle Daily, Edma had a conversation with
Eko Mensah, who is a life coach, and we spoke about how to harmonize your work life and your personal life.
Absolutely. On Fashion Wednesday, we had Yvonne and Irene come to tell us about these beautiful smocks they've given us and how beautiful we're looking, how it's made a history of smocks and all. You can get it on smocks and buttercurries on Instagram if you're looking to wear one this Ghana month. And then on the plug, we had Echo Moore from Ahaspora Young Professionals.
Today we have 2 Echoes in studio. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Echo is what, Sunday?
It's Thursday.
Hey, now we turn me. I am never man, forgive me. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We are back here tomorrow. It's my favorite day, Throwback Thursday, because they as well. My name is Salom Namboh. Now I can't mention the Godwin. So my name is Salom Namboh.
And my name is Ohima Alawa. Thank you very much for watching. If you missed any part of the show, please do make sure that you head to our YouTube channel at MX24GH to catch up on all the beautiful highlights right here on the show. So, actually, did I mention my socials? Edma Lawer at Edma Lawer, EDMALAWER. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.